Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Alexis and I share motherhood and lifestyle type content here on my channel. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't yet. I am trying to grow my YouTube fam and obviously follow me along on my journey of motherhood and this pregnancy. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Okay, so today's video is going to be a second trimester like update, plus I want to share with you guys a few of my must-haves on my personal baby registry. This is my third baby, but I also haven't had a baby in 5 years, so things have changed so much, and I got a couple requests to like share what I put on my baby registry, and I'd love to do that, but also I just feel like I don't even know what I want. Like, I'm watching those type of videos. So I just wanted to highlight some of the must-haves that I need for this pregnancy and what I think I'm gonna be happy with. Some of the products I've never even used, so I don't even know if they're gonna work for this baby. But they're things that I really wanted, and I definitely put on my registry, and I put a must-have sticker on them. And some of them I've received and I love, and some of them I haven't received yet, but I'm gonna share them with you anyway. So I hope this helps if you are on the hunt. But first, let's update you on my second trimester. Okay, so we still obviously are not finding out the gender of the baby. If you're new to my channel or new to my page and you do not know, we do not know the gender of our baby. By the time you guys see this video, I'll actually be 26 weeks, but currently I'm only 25 weeks and like 3 days, I believe. So we still don't know the gender. I had my anatomy scan. I posted that video a couple weeks ago, so I'll link it above and down below. But yeah, I didn't find out what I was having. I looked away when they did the lower half of the body. So I do not know what we are having. We do not know what we're having. It's gonna be a complete surprise, and I'm so excited. I never did this before with my other two, so this is really new and exciting. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. We don't have a baby name still. We have a girl's name, but we're going back and forth with the boy's name. I think we're settling more on one than the other. But if you want to see all the baby names that we loved but we didn't use, I will link that video as well above. I shared all the baby names we love but we will not be using. So we don't know the gender of the baby. My skin has been great. I've had a few breakouts, but I think it's from sunscreen because it's getting hotter here, so we're obviously like putting sunscreen on. So I've had a few breakouts on my chin, but other than that, pretty good. My skin has been really good this pregnancy. It was kind of like in the beginning, but now it's great. I have definitely upped my appetite. Like, my appetite has like skyrocketed. I want to eat non-stop. I will eat fruit. I will eat sandwiches. I will eat just like snack all day. And my go-to right now for lunch is a ham and cheese sandwich with a good like pickle, like a flat pickle, 2 of them, and mayonnaise and mustard on just a regular on like regular bread. And just like, that's my go-to lunch. And then I pair it with like, I think they're called Siete chips. They're salt and vinegar. Everything, literally everything. I know some people are like weird about eating meat, but I get the deli meat plus like, I don't know, I don't warm it up, so oh well. Anyway, but it'll be fine. I know a lot of people get weird about that, but I mean, I'm not getting it from like Joe Schmo down the street, and it, you know, it's from the fresh deli, bringing it home and all the things. But anyway, so that's like my go-to right now as a sandwich. And then, like I said, like, I'm into fruit. Like, I will eat fruit all day. I'm obsessed with fruit. Watermelon, go-to, and grapes. Love. Oh my god, they're so good. I could eat them all day. So when I'm walking around and chasing the kids around and going to all their sports events, or just like momming or having a long weekend where we're out a lot, my back, like my lower back, will start to hurt, and my feet have started to hurt. Now, I don't wear the best shoes. I wear Vans, so that's on me. Probably if I wore better shoes, but even sometimes when I wear good shoes, like, my feet are still hurting. So that is starting to happen now. Also, I'm starting to sleep with a pregnancy pillow. I'll put a picture in here of the one that I'm currently using. It's really cool because you can like zip off part of it so you don't have to use the whole thing. Living with it, loving with it, thriving with it. Pregnancy pillow is everything. So I've started to use that now in my second trimester, and you need it. I know a lot of people are like, I'll just get a bunch of pillows. You definitely can, but I highly recommend just having the pregnancy pillow because it's just all one pillow. You don't have to deal with a bunch of different pillows. But yeah, pregnancy pillow is key in the second trimester. The baby moves so much. I'm gonna show you guys my belly at the end of this, but my belly is, I feel like on the lower side a little bit, but the baby is definitely low. Like I only feel the baby below my belly button, sometimes a little bit above my belly button, but most of the movements are still very, very, very low. Constantly feeling movement, especially when I eat something sweet or when I lay down after going all day. The baby is moving nonstop, and even sometimes when I'm moving nonstop, the baby's moving nonstop. So the baby's always active, super, super active. I know that was something I was super, super insecure about in my first trimester. The baby didn't move until like 20 weeks, which is so crazy because my other two moved earlier. So with the third baby, I just figured, you know, but no. Ever since this baby started moving, it hasn't stopped. Next thing is that I've realized that I cannot do the things that I want to do sometimes. Like I get in these spurts where I want to rearrange something or move something or hang something or whatever, and I just cannot do it. Or I want to clean the whole house. I just cannot physically do it. Like I get so tired, or after I complete the task, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so much. So I'm getting to the point where I am finding more and more tasks difficult due to my belly, like trying to reach or do things or knowing that I can't pick up certain things. So I'm getting to that point where it's like, okay girl, you're gonna need to ask for some help. With that, I am feeling like I'm starting to nest. I'm feeling a little anxious as far as like our bedroom situation. If you aren't familiar, we are having the baby in our room the whole time for the first year of its life because we currently only live in a 2-bedroom apartment and we will be moving next year. So the baby will be in our room, and just like finding the space has been really difficult, and feeling like if I'm the kind of person like out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see the baby stuff, like certain things, like a certain swaddle or certain burp cloths or like clothes, like I will not use them. I mean, that's like most people, but I will not search them out. You know what I mean? So I'll just use what I have, keep washing it and reusing it, which is fine, like minimalist stuff. But I want to use a lot of the stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna forget that I even have it because I have to like tuck it away because I have nowhere to put anything. So finding places to put things and feeling like I want to nest, but it's really hard because there's really not a lot of space to nest has been a struggle. I wish I had a nursery so bad, but I'm making it work. So the nesting is coming in full force, that's for sure. Mostly like in a good mood. It's really rare for me to be in a bad mood. Obviously I get like, you know, my little pregnancy like annoyances, but like I am mostly in a really good mood. I know with Victoria I was not in a good mood. I was super emotional and all the things, and this time and with Jax I was great. I have a great mood, and yeah, I feel really, really good. I don't feel like I'm crying all the time. I mean, things definitely make me cry, but like I feel really good. The last thing really that I'm going to touch on in my second trimester is 2 things actually. I definitely feel heavier. Like I definitely feel the weight gaining up on me. That's not even the right way to say it, but I definitely feel the weight on me. I am a really little person. I'm only 5'2", 5'3", and I'm normally like 105 to 115 pounds. So having an extra 10 pounds on me or 15 pounds is a lot. I've gained about 12 pounds this pregnancy so far at 25 weeks. So yeah, so I definitely am feeling it and noticing it in my clothes. My butt is definitely getting bigger and my belly, but other than that, the rest of me is pretty much staying the same, which is good news. for now. I'm sure in the 3rd trimester when I update you guys, I'll be like, I'm a balloon. But for now, I definitely feel the weight when I'm doing things like tasks, like I was saying, and also just in my clothes, which is totally normal, but it's definitely something to adjust to because you're not used to that extra weight. Other thing is I feel twinges in my tummy, like if I lift the kids up out of a shopping cart or if I'm helping my husband with something, I will feel little twinges. I used to feel round ligament pain, which is something that like if I moved too quickly, if the kids started like getting hurt or like cried or whatever, and I like wanted to get to them quickly, like how I normally would if I wasn't pregnant, I would be like a sharp pain like in my tummy, like not pain, but like a sharp like, ooh, and that's round ligament pain. But now I don't get that anymore. I definitely get like a, I don't even know. I get like a twinge, like a little twinge. It's like a, ooh, like a muscle spasm almost. So yeah. That's about it. So that's about everything for my 2nd trimester, from my skins and my weight to my mood to the things that I'm loving. Now I'm gonna jump into my registry must-haves. Like I said, these are my personal registry must-haves, but I wanted to share them with you guys because I feel like it's fun and you can maybe get some ideas if you're still looking. Put pictures because some of the stuff is big. So obviously these aren't going to be everyone's must-haves, and I'm only going to share a few things. I'm not going to include bottles, binkies, the stuff that you guys know and you need. That's just like personal preference. Most of this is personal preference, but I'm going to share like the bigger items that I feel like I really want to get this pregnancy, or I asked for on my registry / I bought for myself certain things. So I'm going to share with you guys those things. So let's get into that. I will have links down below as well if you want to shop any of it or add it to your registry. So the first thing is a pack and play. I used a pack and play non-stop with my other 2. The kids slept in it mostly when we went on trips. We are a military family, so we're constantly like moving and going places and visiting family and all the things. So having a pack and play for us is key. Plus I used it a lot for the kids to nap in when they were in our room before I moved them over to their own room. Okay, another thing that I have on my registry that is a must-have is going to be a baby nail file. So I know a lot of people get weirded out about cutting newborns' fingernails, and I'm the same way. I cut Jack's one time, and ever since I was like, I'm getting a nail file. I can't. So whether that be like a nail file like this kind of file, like a, you know, like a regular file, or the one that I'm going to link and put a picture of right here is actually this nail filer that like moves. It's like a buffer basically, and I really enjoyed it with my other, or with Jackson I didn't use it for Victoria, but I'm definitely getting it for this baby because I do not want to cut the baby and I do not want the baby scratching its face. So this is definitely something that's like a luxury thing, but it's definitely a must for me. Okay, this is an obvious one and I wasn't even gonna throw this in here, but I'm going to. A good pack of white or cream or whatever color you want onesies. So I used just like regular onesies, just literally your baby will live in them. I like the Gerber ones, they're really affordable. They do run small, but the Gerber like white onesies, H&M has some good ones. Amazon has some good ones, just like a good pack of white onesies because it could go with anything and you could just bleach it if it gets anything on it. Okay, this is a new one for me and it's the Haka. I never used the Haka with any of my other pregnancies. I personally didn't make a ton of milk, or I didn't know how to produce a lot of milk. I wasn't really equipped with the information that I needed to breastfeed. So I didn't make it very far in my journey with the other 2. I made it 3 months with Victoria, 6 months with Jackson, which 6 months is great, but it was a struggle and I had to start supplementing around the 4-month mark. So he wasn't strictly breastfeeding for 6 months. It was about till 4 months or so, and then he started like partial formula, partial breastfeeding. So I want to do my best, especially with everything going on in the world. I want to try my best to get as much milk as I can, drinking tons of water and all the things. So definitely gonna invest in this Haka. Basically it like suctions onto your breast and pulls the milk from the other side while you feed the baby on the one side. So Basically, it's supposed to help you collect a little extra milk. So I'm going to invest in that. A lot of my friends swear by it and I am excited to try it out. A mat to do tummy time on. It doesn't have to be anything beautiful or special. I'm going to link and put a picture here of the one that I personally wanted. It looks really soft to me, really comfortable, and it's cute and aesthetic, which those things don't matter, but that's just what I wanted. And I like that the sides fold up in case we have a dog and like the other kids, like just to like protect the baby a little bit. And it like changes into a couple different things as the baby grows. But honestly, just like a mat to do tummy time, so that way they're not like having their face on the carpet. Honestly, you could really just lay a blanket down. But I love when there's like toys above, because then they can roll over and like look at the toys and entertain them, sort of. So definitely like a little play gym with like toys above them, I think is a must for in the newborn stages, and also as they get bigger to like start discovering things. Okay, my kids lived in the swing. So I put on my registry this swing right here. It actually is a swing and bouncer. It was on back order, so I actually haven't received it yet, but I'm supposed to be receiving it really, really soon. And it's like a swing and it seems super compact. We don't have a lot of space in our house to have like the one that has the big, like I feel like a lot of the swings have like the big legs that stick out and then it swings up here. And this one is more like compact. It's kind of like the Mamaroo. That's also a good option. Jackson had that and loved it. But just some sort of swing I feel like is a great thing to have. Not all babies love it, but personally my babies did, and I love putting them in it so that way I can like do the dishes or pump or whatever I need to do, just to like have a moment without them like going down for a nap in their bed. And totally up to you, but I think it's really awesome that it detaches and can be a bouncer as well. So I didn't have to buy a bouncer and a swing. It's a twofer. It's a twofer, which we love. Okay, next is a bath seat. It's like a no-brainer, but a good bath seat. I had this one that I used for both of the other two kids. It was great. It was a cheap little bath seat. This one I bought from Target. I will put a picture of it here. It seems really convenient and nice, had good reviews. I like it. It seems good. So this is the bath seat that I decided to go with, but definitely a bath seat. You need it for baths because you don't want your baby like, I don't know. What are you gonna do? You have to use bath seat, right? I mean, I guess you could hold the baby or do it in the sink. We did have a flower that we put in the sink for the first couple weeks for Jackson, but it's not necessary. Honestly, just getting a bath seat and doing it in the tub is way easier. So the next thing is a carrier. I will put a picture in here of the one that I decided to go with. I've never used this one before, but I did use a similar one with Jackson and I loved it. I also do love like the wrap ones as well, but this is the one that I put on my registry and I am so excited to use it. With having two older kids and having to go all the time, just having the baby be able to be on me and me be able to do tasks is going to be everything. It was great when I had just Jackson and Victoria. Jackson was in the carrier and I could do stuff with Victoria, like take her to the park or whatever it is. So a carrier is a must. I feel like even if it's your first baby, a carrier, so you can at least like do things around the house or feel normal, put on makeup, whatever you need to do, hands free. A good carrier is definitely something I would put on your registry. Okay, this is obviously all personal preference, but I love a good sound machine. My kids still use a sound machine. Victoria actually, like, I don't feel like she would want one or need one, but she shares a room with Jackson and he definitely needs a sound machine. So they have a sound machine. They've had one since they were babies. I know it's kind of like a bad habit maybe to put your baby in that routine, but personally having two older kids, we live in an apartment, it's like really noisy sometimes. Having a good sound machine. I'm gonna post a picture of the one here that I put on my registry, but I will link down below the ones that I used for Victoria when she was a newborn and the one that they currently have right now. They're really affordable on Amazon, all of them are, so definitely go check those out. I feel like white noise is great to drown out like the noise of your other kids, or just like being able to talk in the other room and not feel like you're bothering the baby. Obviously you want your baby to get used to sounds, but I think a good sound machine slash white noise machine is really great for the first beginning stages of baby life because they get a little scared about everything. So especially with a dog that barks, just like it's a necessity for us. So something else that I definitely needed and I wanted for this baby is a DockATot or a Snuggle Me. I have both just because of what I do here on social media. I was actually gifted both of them from the brands, which is so incredible and so amazing, and I definitely will be donating them when I'm done using either of them, because I know that they are so incredible and mom's dream to be able to have them because they are on the pricier side. But I'm really excited to be able to use them. I'm not sure which one the baby's going to like. I personally do think that the baby will like the Snuggle Me in the beginning because it's very small and like it's a little bit more compact for littler ones, and then the DockATot is more, I feel like, for like maybe 3 to 6 to 9 months. They also have ones that get bigger as well, and they have like a play activity thing that you can attach to put above it. So I feel like that'll be good for the older months, but for the first couple weeks / the first month, I feel like the Snuggle Me is going to be perfect. So obviously they're both not necessary, but I do have both, and so it's something that I really recommend putting on your registry. I've never used either of them, so I can't really attest to that, but my kids did use the Boppy, which is kind of similar. And we also had like another, I don't know what it was, but it was another brand that kept Jax like safe if I had laid him in between my husband and I, which like isn't recommended for like sleep or whatever. It's more for just like play or naps or whatever. But if you do plan on having the baby in the bed with you, it's just definitely a way safer way to have the baby in bed with you without anyone rolling on the baby, because it has like bumpers on the side. So I'm really excited to have that because I know I'll be putting the baby on the counter with it or on the couch or just like literally anywhere. It'll be really helpful. You can also like change the baby in it if you feel like you want to do that, because they have like removable pads and all the things. So that's definitely something that I would add to your registry if you haven't yet, either the DockATot or the Snuggle Me. They're both incredible brands. I love, love, love the idea of both of them. Again, I haven't used both of them or either of them yet. They weren't like a thing really when I had my other two, but I'm excited to use them this time. Okay, the last thing is actually going to be gripe water. Gripe water is a must for my babies. My babies are always gassy. Obviously, every baby is so different, but my babies are so gassy. And also, I just feel like it helps so much. You can also personally drink chamomile tea. That's something that you can definitely do for you, and then that also helps the baby. But gripe water, if you need something to fix like hiccups or fussiness like in an instant, add gripe water to your registry and you will not regret it, I promise you, because I love that stuff for both my kids. All right, let me show you guys my belly because I totally forgot to show you, so hold on. Okay, I feel like kind of hard for you to tell. Here is the belly, and there's Jax. So here is the belly for 25 weeks and like 3 days. This is the belly. It's definitely growing. It's definitely getting bigger.
Yeah.
That is actually going to be it for my second trimester update and also my registry must-haves. Obviously, that's not everything that's on my registry. Like I said, I'll have everything linked down below if you want to check it out or add it to your registry or just see like the pricing or see similar, compare, blah, blah, blah. But that is my second trimester update. I cannot believe I'm in my second trimester. I'm about to be in my third trimester in 2 weeks. Like, how insane. I feel like I just became pregnant, but I'm also like, I have so long to go, but not very much to go at the same time. So anyway, I can't wait to update you guys in my third trimester. I cannot believe it's around the corner. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this video, leave a comment, let me know your favorite like registry must-haves, like what you feel like I need. That I obviously haven't talked about everything on my registry, but things that you feel like are tried and true and you recommend to all your mom friends, put it down in the comments. I'd love to see it. I'd love to check it out. I'd love to look at it. So let me know, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.